What's up, you guys? It's your boy Jimbo again, and I don't know about you, but this old 034, even after testing, sounds really good. So this is the final project update for this saw, because I'd say that it's pretty well complete and fixed and ready for duty. So to recap everything and what was fixed, I retensioned the starter on it because originally the starter cord kind of drooped out a little bit, but we got that fixed by retensioning it. I put on a brand new fuel plug from the NS872i because the old plug on this thing was leaking fuel like mad. And give me a moment to take this this back cover off here, and I'll show you the underside. Okay guys, so the first thing that you will notice underneath this air filter cover here is the brand new air filter. I got this air filter here from bluesaws.com, whom also is a Husqvarna dealer. He has some great parts, so definitely give Jess a shout out and check out his selection, because yeah, this is the old filter. Yeah, I think it's pretty self-explanatory why this one needed to be changed out. The next thing that I had to fix or more retention, as everybody knows, was this little spring right here, because it wasn't doing this. It wasn't locking in that position, nor was it turning off the saw properly, as it had a little second or two of hesitation. Well, all it took to fix that was removing this part and spreading it out / retensioning it, and it definitely seemed to fix up the problem, though at the same time I am still more than prepared to change it out with a brand new one if it proceeds to do it again, because if I figure if I had to retension it once, it's probably not going to like being potentially retensioned again, so may as well replace it with a new one. Alrighty folks, now we're switching back over to this side of the saw, because this is where the vast majority of the work on this project was done. I didn't show it in the first video, but the chain brake, either the spring or the band was worn out, and despite me not showing it on video, whenever you engaged it and then blipped the trigger, creep a little bit, or just kind of creep like that, but not backwards, of course. And, you know, that's simply just not good. You know, that's not good for a chain brake or a chainsaw like this. So I put on all new chain brake parts, all except the handle. New spring, new links, new band, you know, just the usual stuff that you would replace with that. Here is the old spring. I actually had to cut it off with my Milwaukee M12 cutoff tool, because even though it's pretty clearly worn out, you know, it was still difficult to get off with how difficult it is to change out the spring on these typically. And it also got a new side cover made by Farmer Tech to go under there. Besides that, the other part that I worked on was the chain oiler. Even though I will acknowledge right now that there was absolutely nothing wrong with the previous chain oiler, I went ahead and took it off because it looked rough when I got done cleaning under there, and I'll stick a picture in here right now to show you just how dirty it was. This was the picture I took before, while I was fitting the oiler to the saw, and before I took it back off and proceeded to clean off a bit more. Unfortunately, that would lead to a bit of a setback that would pop up only when I had the saw all back together. It wasn't oiling like it was supposed to, nor as much as it was supposed to. And as you saw in the picture there, I had some Southern engineering done with the line that I did myself, and unfortunately, no surprise that it did not work. So, yeah. I went ahead and replaced it with the proper size line and everything, and now it works perfectly fine. It's slinging oil off the bar and everything. Besides that, it has all new clutch parts and everything. As you saw, the chain is no longer creeping at idle like it used to in the first video. And yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I would say that this saw is definitely fixed. You know, definitely fixed and ready for duty. On one final note before I close out the video, guys, in terms of what model Stihl this is or could be, based on the little bit of research that I've done, it is very likely a Stihl 034 Super. And the reason I say that is because, number one, it has that style muffler. Typically, the early 034s or those models of that sort would have what's known as a bullet hole muffler, which I'll stick a picture in real quick. The 036 and the 034s had this muffler style on it, and this is the muffler that it came with. Plus, it had that front chain tensioner design on the 034 Super, of which the 036 had the side tensioner design. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys this. Sounds really good at the very beginning, and I'm quite proud and happy with how it turned out. The setback was quite jarring at first, but we got her fixed in the end. And yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I will see you guys in the next video talking about Chinese chainsaws the week of January 31st. You guys have yourselves a good one, and take care.